Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity, presenting the 7 Ways Why podcast. 7 ways why I rise of innocence. Something I've discovered: the whole outside world is innocent, but it's also showing me all my internal limitations, my comfort zone calamities, and everything that I witness in the outside world is to either energize and liberate me from me, my viewpoints, opinions, and beliefs. And that is really a big something I really awakened to. Is my opinions, beliefs, and viewpoints are all subconscious mind representations, and they're my comfort zone, and they keep me in the past, and they all come from the past. And that is where I really rose to give myself permission to rise, shine, energize my inner innocence, of my inner rising revelations. How does that feel when you say inner rising revelations? That's something I've discovered. I took thoughts out of my life and used revelations because they relax enterprising, visionary energy, liberating, adventurous, trend-setting, innovative, optimistic now, streaming today's life-expanding experiences. And one thing my inner rising revelations opened up to me that clear away all my delusional dismay of yesterday and thinking life is this and trying to have a truth and reality. And truth and reality are your viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, and it also has you ingrained in whatever you think it is. And something everybody says, truth and reality. What is reality? Is it the real reality, or is it your illusional reality and of your own thoughts into imitations of life? Something I understand now, I have a nowality. Whatever it is right here. And as soon as you start bringing in your viewpoints, opinion, belief, you blow it out of proportion into an illusional delusion, because that's what life is an illusional delusion in our thinking, memory, mind, and our subconscious mind, frozen in time representation. As I rise of imperfect innocence, because life is imperfection, but life is innocent, beams my pristine inner scenery of my dreamer's paradises through my third eye movie screen that I play on my heavenly skies today, as I understand my dreams are my impeccable talents. However, my impeccable talents will never fit in with an overthinking mind that binds me in yesterday. So when you can open up and allow yourself to understand viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, truth, and reality are all a fallacy. Because there is only truth in what you think it is, and you know it is. Because the present moment is just an experience to rise you out of yesterday. And we always blame life for something. I know I do. But now I understand and admit innocence awakens enterprising nous. Nous is a natural understanding of talent, wisdom, or of yourself. Naturally optimizes, canonized, enterprising, nomadic charm. How do you like that? Nomadic charm. That feels kind of good. That's a celebration, honoring, appreciating, robust, majestic energy within you. Entertains my brain with bright rainbow acumen, instigates nirvana artistic autonomy, colors my life with liberated intuition, facilitating my spirit poise, energizes my participant prowess to understand and admit life is innocent. I made it guilty. How this all come to me is my cousin. He passed away a while ago, but I was at his funeral and I wrote a poem and it started out. We were always innocent. However, it was people looking at us with guilty eyes and vindictive ears, thinking we were actually guilty, but we was innocent. It was funny because everybody laughed. I have to be honest, we was guilty. But that's the thing. You're only guilty to a thinking memory mind. To the spirit, you're pure. You're innocent. You are entertaining innocence, enterprising innocence. How do you want to say it? But we're innocent. It's us trying to keep up with the Joneses, are all of our things we really try to keep up with, and all of our wants. That makes the world, it makes us in want and need and the seedy greediness of ourselves. All the negativity in the world and all the pessimism and all that, that's self-taught torment to ourselves. You weren't good enough. Look what I have. Look what you don't have. And you know what? You all have a pristine prowess within yourself that beams a white light of liberating intuitive gumption, Hellraiser's tenacity, because we all encompass the wisdom, insight, clarity, and intuitive, innovative wizardry or wisdom to invent and do whatever we desire in life. However, when you open up to understand, life is innocent. Anything in the physical world is innocent. I allowed it to occur, or I manifested it to be right in front of me to liberate me from me, and everything I'm blaming on the outside world is a limitation, barrier, and a blockage right here, not up here. Here, you gotta rise out of the body to liberate the brain, and something else. The mind is always busy. As soon as you say mind, think, and know, your mind goes into memory. What's happening is remembering something. It's when you use inspiration, listen, question, comprehend, wisdom. The thinking memory mind can never latch on to something, a pessimistic representation in your subconscious mind. Because everything we think is out here is a representation in the subconscious mind. And my artistic autonomy colors my world, my liberated intuition, facilitating my spirit poise, energizes my participant prowess to understand, man, life is innocent. It's my thinking, knowing, selfishness, jealousy, envy, and all myself that are my self-taught torment from what I learned from my parents, ancestors, anchored, blaming, shaming, shams, history books, school. Because in school, we was always trying to blame somebody to get out of trouble rather than just stand up and be responsible. And we've carried that forward to today. And if you watch the media, we don't know who did it, but yet somebody did it because the world is afraid of the innocence of responsibility and accountability. See, accountability and responsibility is an innocence because you're accepting and appreciating your talents to rise out of it. But when you blame it on somebody and say they did it, you're putting an image in your subconscious mind of fear, insecurity, and immaturity, and intimidating yourself, afraid of your own abilities. I now realize life has been innocent. I have made it guilty with trying to hide from my talents. Say, oh, I can't do that. Look at that. Well, that was a lie I told myself. And if you really witness the world and observe it, all the stuff that's going on today, nobody accepts responsibility for it. But they sure put the blame, and it's always somebody else's fault. Now we're in a cult of walking out on everything. The only way the world rises is understanding you're innocent. You're innocent, you're innovative, inventors, natural nous, opens, canny, enterprising, nirvana today. You are the enterpriser of your life. And something else I really admit to, when life is innocent, and I admit to my thinking, memory, mind, and self taught torment, is my own negativity and pessimism, narcissism, that I tried to hide my talents from the world. When we go into the blame, shame, sham of our life, the only one we're omitting from our life is ourselves and our talents. It's easy to blame and shame and be the sham, but damn, we end up in a delusional illusion of it's everybody else's fault, but never my responsibility and accountability. And that's something I've really expanded into. And when I opened up to life as innocent, this is actually something that happened a couple of years ago. The outside world has done nothing to me. It was my choices, my egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance, selfish greediness, all that created my outside world. So I blame the outside world because I'm perfect. My perfection programming will never let me accept the responsibility and accountability because I didn't do it. I did it, but I didn't do it because, Tommy over in the tree did it. That's kind of the way the world works. And that's why the world is kind of in the sham of shame and blame, and the world is just kind of going this way until people open up to understand it's their own innocent imperfections that's going to rise the world. And I love that. I'm innocently imperfections being chauffeured through life. I'm athletically imperfect and liberated imperfections, chauffeuring myself through life by listening, questioning, comprehending, wisdom, understanding my present moment is uneducated, unrehearsed, unedited, unexplainable. Magic in front of my eyes. But the magic is in the listening internal, streaming, trend-setting, enterprising nirvana to flow from here, from my core, from Mother Earth up through my crown chakra to the world, to magnetize the world. But however, when something out here, according to my limitations, happens, I go into the panic fanatic. Oh, it can't be me. I didn't do that. Why isn't this happening for me? It isn't happening for me because I call it my lazy boy BS. I'm sitting in my lazy boy thinking something's going to occur, and it's never going to happen because I stopped putting forth the enterprising energy of my entrepreneurial thrill skills to enjoy life. And everything I learned and embedded within me to make my life guilty, because I'm the only one that can make anything in my life guilty. I have a saying. I tell everybody to have a good day, and they say, you too. And I say, yeah, the only person that can ruin my life in any way is me. So I took that right away from me to be free to feel the robust energy of me chauffeur me through life. And something I really opened up to a long time ago, and I just kind of had a recall on it. Stop feeling guilty about experiencing a better life than your parents. I really struggled with this because I thought I had to stay inside my parents because that was my subconscious limitations there. It's okay if you rise above your parents and enjoy life. And see, when you rise above your parents and start trusting your abilities, you stop understanding your liberating imperfections, invigorate your miracle, magical energy to rise, shine, and expand through life with ease. And that is really where life is expanding through life with ease. See, life occurs for us. It happens to us. When you can open up to life occurs for me, you magically energize your inner wisdom and your intuitive, free flowing energy to listen, question, comprehend the wisdom of your life, and hearken to revelations that show you a better way through life. But really, it was feeling guilty. And, when things don't go right and something happens and somebody says something, we automatically go into the blame, shame, feeling guilty, sham of ourselves. Everything you think feels in think is on the outside world, it's in here. But most time we try to keep it here, and we think if we change our thinking, knowing, and all this, but you never got to the perpetrator, the body, the gut, the subconscious mind is actually in the body. And your cells have memory, and sometimes my cells like to give me a lot of hell because they like to watch me dance and giggle so they can giggle at me. I don't mind the hell. It's a giggling, they tell me. And they make fun of me. Pretty bad when your own cells are making fun of you because you're forced to listen to them. But if you listen to them, you will accrue the wisdom to rise. And when you start understanding your rise of innocence is rising out of your guilt, insecurity, immaturity, trauma, drama, all your stuff that you've used to get people's attention and sympathy all your life. A lot of our trauma, drama, immaturity, we use to get attention from other people. Pick me. I did. Some of this stuff, when it opens up and I admit it to me, I have a good laugh at myself. And laughter is liberating asinine, useless gunk, harmonizing my paths of enlightenment to move my life forward in a bright, bold way. That's really the thing about it, because when you rise out of your comfort zone of camouflage, limitation, bondages, barriers, trauma, drama, the freaky, sneaky control of your subconscious mind, frozen in time limitations, that's emotions, events. Fear is actually a subconscious mind security guard because you used it to be safe at one time. Now it thinks that's what you want in your life. So really it is, you're not really dealing with the physical world. It's just images and words, and it's a mini movie of where you've been. But however, the panorama movie of now is projected from here out. And that's the panoramic movie of your magical optimism, visionary, intuitive expressions of your dreams. Something I really want people to understand. Your dreams will never fit into socialized education or socialized life, because your dreams are your natural ability and agility to expand through life with ease. And all the sneaky control and all the stuff you're blaming on the outside world is actually your subconscious frozen in time representations with all the motions and the whole symphony of whatever was in that situation. And they all start playing their music of taking things away from you. And also something else we really, really encompass is ancestor anchored thinking, survival mode thinking, third world enslaving mindsets that you can witness through the education and through life, because people always think they want to own somebody. And the only one that owns you is zero. You don't even own yourself, because you're a liberated spirit. And see, everybody says we're human. I don't buy into the human. I don't have to be human just because a book told me I was human. I'm a sovereign energy on a spirit voyage of liberation of me from me. And see, everything we've learned in education and in business, all that is people silently wanting to control your life. And yet, if you do all the business and education that's run the world the last 30 years, how are we doing? See, you never want to fall prey to it. You want to question your life. You want to question the innocence of the situation. How am I making this situation guilty? Why is this event occurring for me? Where is the liberating wisdom, insight, and clarity to rise me out of this? And what is my pathway of enlightenment to show me a better way of life? I stopped telling people things to showing people things. I show in innocence. I tell in the smell of hell. And it's my hell. That's what sucks about that. Now I realize and admit I face and embrace my life with facilitator foresight, participant prowess that calms my thinking, knowing mind to unwind my campaigner's acumen, to listen, image my inspirations, question my daily encounters, experiences, to comprehend the life liberating wisdom from the heart of the situations, to hearken the autonomous revelations, to design, sculpt, and color and experience my desired lifestyle. How does that feel? Design, sculpt, and color and experience my desired lifestyle. That allows you to rise out of it, to stop looking at my life through guilty eyes and blame, shame, shaming myself into being victimitis, crapitis, with an octave nerve between my ass and my eye that gives me a shitty outlook about my life. Because I'm the only one that has a way to view my life with vibrant energy. I can look at it through what I was taught by society, or I can look at it from my inner rising revelations of innocence, which is that internal neutrality naturally optimizes ceremonious energy, neon celebratory elegance of my aurora borealis. That's the Northern Lights. And something I learned about the Northern Lights today, the Northern Lights are created when energized particles from the sun slam into the Earth's upper atmosphere at speeds of up to 45 million miles per hour. That's a couple miles an hour. But anyway, that energizes magical phenomenons, harmonizing my innocence to understand I am impeccable innocence. Unleash my athletic imperfections to intuit my pioneering epiphanies, revolutionizing fervor, enterprising campaigners, trailblazers, intuitive, omnific nerve, streams my dreamer's dexterity and adventurous audacity to understand life is innocent. So today, I stopped making life guilty with my thinking, memory, mind, falling prey to my parents' way and all the others outside world, to listen to my inner innocence, invigorate, invent my life I desire to experience now. But life is rising innocence, allowing you to clear away all yesterday's illusional dismay, as you are free to be you in the present moment. As a here and now is a naturally optimizing wanderer's curiosity, celebrating life your way. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, Hypnoacuity, and this is the 7 Ways Why podcast. I will see you tomorrow night, and may everybody enjoy their day.